everyone, Angelina, Sparkling Diva, and for today, for Wednesday, Inspiration Meditation Day, inspiration. I want to talk a little bit about how you can keep your vibration high, how you can get it high as well to begin with, so you start your day with a higher vibration and better able to maintain that higher vibration, because that's really important, right? And like Joe Dispenza, he talks about doing a morning meditation. Now, I just can't get myself to do that. It's just the thought of having to sit down when I'm still half asleep, and then having to sit down for maybe half an hour or a bit longer. And because lots of these guided meditations that I got are some 15 minutes, and the meditations Joe Dispenza's talking about is an hour or longer even. Well, I don't see myself do that. That's just not me. And but I began to realize that I was missing out on some stuff. It is. I can understand how it is more helpful to do this in the morning than, for instance, at sort of 3 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening, what I used to do. And so a few months ago, I started to do something else, also from his Joe Dispenza's teachings, but I expanded on it now. And what you can do to begin with in the morning, which does not take a lot of time, not like an hour, half an hour at all, so it's doable, is when I get out of bed, I think of 4 things that I do not want to trigger in myself, in my thoughts and behavior anymore that day. Then you have to, I've talked about this before, and then you have to think about what these things are for you. It's going to be different for everyone, because it has to mean something to you, right? If for instance, for me, not filling in for the other person, if that doesn't mean anything to you, well, then you have to look for something else, because then, that's just useless then, right? It's really 4 things that you keep regularly doing or thinking that is actually not really nourishing you, not doing you any good, and that get your energy down, that you have to come up with 4 things. It helps, if you first begin with this, to write it down. I did that too, and then you can, during the day, read over these 4 things, and then, then it comes back to mind. And the thing with this is that if you then, let's say it's filling in, let's go for another one, very easily feeling attacked by other people. Even when you're not attacked, right? Many of us have that. and then you get these knee-jerk reactions. And let's go for that one as an example. If you use that in the morning as one of your 4 things, then during the day, if it happens where you feel attacked and have a knee-jerk reaction, you will get an inner reminder, like, oh, you're doing it again. And then you can pause for a moment and not react right away and think about it. Like, okay, I'm triggered now. How am I going to react? What am I going to do? What am I going to say? And then it's best to not say anything in that moment, if at all possible, right? Because you have to kind of desensitize yourself from doing these automatic things that do not serve you. And that will take time, but it does work. It really works. It does work that you, I'm so sorry, if it happens during the day, that you will indeed then start to recognize these moments, and then you can correct, right? And especially now I feel it's important in real life as well, but also on social media, on the internet, because there's so much negativity going around at the moment. And you come across this everywhere, from people, in shops, at work, and basically just everywhere, right? On the internet. Because in a way we got divided in two camps. And you're either in one or the other, and maybe somewhere in between, but then it's still not any easier, I don't think. So there's a lot of negativity around, so it's really good if you can catch yourself having a knee-jerk reaction, right? So 4 things that you do not want to experience that day, think about that day, and so on. And then 4 things that instead you do want to fire and wire in your brain. Thoughts and behaviors you do want to have that day. Because you have to replace the negative shit with something good, right? And it's really good to think about this. You do not per se have to do that in the morning, of course, the first time when you think about that. Because then you come to realize what actually is important to me. How do I want to feel during the day? Do I want to feel like this knee-jerker all the time, like, and get upset all the time, and then your stress goes up, your stress hormones levels go up, etc. What do you want to feel? How do you want to feel? And what thoughts come with that, right? So think about that. And it can be for you, but it can also be like, I want everyone who comes in touch with me, who crosses my path today, to feel better because of that. Because then you want to spread your high vibration, right? You want to share that, which is beautiful. But it can also be for yourself, right? That you just want to feel happy, but try to be a wee bit specific with it. And you do that every day. And at first I did write it down, but at some point it gets sort of embedded in your system, so you don't have to write it down anymore. You can just take a moment and go through it. And sometimes I notice that something else comes up. Another thing that I don't want anymore that day, or something new that I do want that day. So it's not like going through this list of things that you once thought of. No, it's not static. It's a dynamic thing, right? It does work. It helps an awful lot. The number of times that I catch myself and I actually want to have a knee-jerk reaction and then think, no. Let's just wait, right? And then later on deal with it. And so do that every day. And what I also do, and that I also do as soon as I get up, when I'm still in bed, sat on bed, put my feet on the floor as I'm sitting, and then I take a few moments, it can go really fast, to connect into my Earth Star chakra. The Earth Star chakra is now, since we all have gotten the 5D chakras, the 5D chakra system, everyone has got his Earth Star chakra activated. For some, in some more than others, but it doesn't matter. We all have it now, and it's activated for everyone. And now, in this time where we are now as a species, this is where we anchor. It's not so much in the root chakra anymore, but it went down to the Earth Star chakra, which is some 30 centimeters below your body. Some say below your feet, but like now when I'm sitting, my feet are, well, in front of me, right? The length of my thighs, I think about 1/2 meter or something. So then if my Earth Star would be below my feet, I would not be above my Earth Star chakra now. Well, that doesn't work for me. Then you get this line, seeing from the side, you would get this line from my head, my back, my buttocks, and then like that. It doesn't work for me. I need a solid straight line to my grounding, to my Earth Star. I've never learned to ground through my feet anyway. Probably for that reason, I don't know. I don't like it myself much either. I always ground the way I have been taught, and which feels good to me, is from the tailbone. So that is still the root chakra. So from the root chakra and then straight down. And then you have a straight line going down. Even when you're lying down, it still goes from there, but then it also still goes straight down. Imagine that when you're used to meditating, grounding, lying down, and you ground yourself via your feet. That's a bit weird. Then your grounding is not really in the middle or anything of your body. It's almost outside of your body. You know, yeah, it doesn't work for me. Anyhow, so the Earth Star chakra is some 30 centimeters below you, and below your trunk, not below your feet. Unless you're standing, then of course it's also below your feet, right? And it's at first it can be black and white, like a bit like a yin-yang symbol. But as you advance, it starts to turn dark grey. And then when you're really having a higher vibration, it starts to become a really beautiful shining silver. But it can then go up and down, go back and forth a wee bit between the silver and the dark grey, right? Depending on your vibration in the moment. But, Jesus, that was lengthy. I'm so sorry, but I wanted to be thorough. So in the morning, I sit on my bed. As soon as I get out of bed, get up, I sit on the bed, feet on the floor, and I tap into my Earth Star beneath my body. And I try to really feel that, like the clicking into the Earth Star chakra, so I'm properly grounded. And then what I also do, and it only takes but a minute, maybe two, once you're used to it, right? If you're not used to it, you might take a little bit more time, but then you will get faster and faster as well, right? And then I connect to cosmic higher energies. What I like to tap into is the Mahatma energy, which is golden white, so kind of like a shimmering ivory. And that's a very high energy. It's as good as the highest energy that we can tune into at this moment. It's also very healing. And so I just tune into that, and then I pull it in, and then through my stellar gateway, which is if you raise your arms where your hands are, that's where your stellar gateway is. It's almost a meter above your head. And then so the stellar gateway, then through the soul star chakra, I can feel it tingling now. It's getting activated. The soul star is about this high, this high, maybe a wee bit higher above the crown of your head. So stellar gateway, soul star chakra, causal chakra, which is here approximately, is your own personal moon, feminine energy, and then the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, solar plexus, the navel, the sacral, which is in between your navel, your belly button, and the pubic bone, right? These chakras separated into two. So you do have a navel and a sacral, and then the base chakra, and then into the Earth Star. So I connect to the Mahatma energy, this golden shimmering white energy, golden white, and I pull it in. I just close my eyes, I visualize it coming in my stellar gateway, my soul star chakra, then my causal chakra here, and then all the chakras that you know, right, except for the sacral and the navel separate, into the Earth Star chakra. And if you're used to that, it goes really fast. It's really just 1-2 minutes or something, and then you got that energy flow going. You can also set an intention then for the day, maybe one of these 4 that you wrote down, or all 4 of them, and then you also put that into your Earth Star chakra, and then you have your intention set in that Earth Star chakra, and you will be far more stable then. You will not go, wobble and get off kilter so easily, and and you got that line of energy going, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I always disliked routines, set routines and set dates and set this and that. I always hated that. Now I've done this for this particular thing with the Earth Star chakra. I've done that for a few weeks now, every day, and the other stuff I've done for a couple of months now. So I'm adding on to it a little bit, but starting my day by watching stuff that actually helps raise my vibration from inspirational teachers. I've done that for almost a year now. I mean, what else are you going to do if you like to be on the net a little bit in the morning when you wake up and before you go to work or whatever, if you have the time? If you go over social media, Facebook or whatever, especially Facebook, I think it's just one heap of misery. And if you're just still waking up, right, and your energy is still open and in a way you're quite vulnerable, then you get all that shit in your system, and it will immediately just lower your energy levels. And it's not a good way to start a day. You best just leave it, avoid it, and first do something else that actually raises your vibration and stabilizes you, holds you steady, and for the rest of the day, it's really a good way to start the day. It helps a lot. So I hope you enjoy that, and I hope it's helpful for you, and I will see you again soon with my Saturday pick a card reading. Another routine I've picked up on, right? On Wednesday, the inspiration or meditation, and Saturday, the pick a card day. I never ever done anything like that before. Like I said, I never liked routines. I still don't, but this is really, I'm enjoying this. It's fun to have set days to connect with you during the week. So I hope you enjoy that too. I will see you Saturday. Bye bye.